Hello, it's me again. There's a song that starts that way, I'm fairly certain, but it's been a while since I listened to music because I've been too busy being insane. So, let's just skip over that. So, I am back again to model something in Blender. This time around, I decided to make a bus. I don't know what I was thinking, trying to make a bus, but that's what I'm gonna try and make. And it's gonna be semi-low poly, like not really low poly, because that would be probably a bit too easy because you just kind of make a rectangle with a couple of wheels and you sort of done. So I'm gonna try to make a semi-nominally kind of maybe kind of realistic bus. So if you're into that, like if you're into buses, well, go play games that have buses in them, or you can stay and watch the video. So as always, we press A, we select everything, and we delete it all. Let me actually check something real quick. Add-ons, screen, cap. I don't have installed the thing that shows the thingamabob, right? What I press. Yeah, I don't have that. Maybe here, caps, screen. Yeah, screencast keys. That this is the one. Okay, let's install it so you guys can sort of see what I'm doing. I can't see anywhere what I'm doing. Did I install it? This is gonna be me. I have to enable it maybe. Nope, it's enabled. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm stupid. So anyway, let's actually start and model this bad boy. So we're going to create a cube as we always do. Uh, and we are immediately just going to stretch it out, then scale it up. Okay, that's a bit too big. Let's do this. And then let's scale it up. And I guess we can move this back a little bit. Okay, this seems like solid bust size thing. I don't know. What the hell am I doing? Okay. So let's split it right down the middle. There we go. Then we're gonna select this face, gonna delete the vertices, gonna do this, and we're gonna mirror it because where would we be without mirrors? So I have no idea what this bus is gonna look like. I haven't looked up any reference photos of a bus, which this is one of those things you do when you're absolutely insane. So yeah, let's let's just do a bunch of splits like that, and then like that, and then we can figure out what to do for me. Maybe this is a few too many splits, but it's fine. So I'm pretty sure that buses have those big windows on them, right? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. There we go. And now we can do this. This can be our window. It's yeah, it's fine. It's great. So we're gonna do that. I don't like that there's this, so we're gonna delete that. Oops, we're just gonna delete the faces. Okay, there we go. Then we can bump this out a little bit, maybe like that. Then we can do this and do that. Yeah, that seems like not at all like a bus, but uh, okay, let's see if we can make something happen. Okay, this seems fine enough. What we can do is enable cavity on both, and just to give this like more 3D pronounced look so I can sort of see what I'm working with. So this is, for now, fine enough. Like, I'm not gonna bog myself into detail too much, right? So let's start by making some windows. This is gonna be fun. So buses have big windows, right? So we're gonna do just two like big windows, so 3 by 3 on both of them, on both sides. We're gonna do that, and we are gonna do that. There we go. And then we can do a big window. Maybe not that big, maybe like this big window on this side. There we go. Then we delete these faces. Okay, so I'm gonna make doors like right here between these two windows. I'm gonna squeeze them in somehow. So we have like kind of general bus shape, maybe a little bit. Like if we go and subdivide this bad boy, right? If we go here and add subdivision surface, it starts resembling a bus a little more, especially like if you add a few extra layers to that, and especially if you like view it from far away. Like we're not gonna do that. We're gonna manually increase the detail eventually. For now, though, let's figure out what we can do with the roof. So with the roof, let's select these. Let's extrude them, and then select these faces and move them out. Um, hmm. What we can do is this is what happens when you have too many faces because you didn't plan things out. So we can select this. We can move it just a bit, right? Then we deselect this, move them up just a bit, just to give it that sort of elevation look, right? We do the same thing, and yeah, we can then select these. We can move them in. We can just merge by distance in case there's some overlapping vertices. Hmm. Okay, this is sort of good enough. What we can do is we can extrude this as well. I don't know why we extrude, we're just sort of giving them random detail. There we go. We have bus of sorts. Um, what we can do is actually we can do this and we can do that, right? Then we can select, oops, we can select these, and there's occasionally these protrusions, like random protrusions on the bus, and they can be it. Like we're gonna have wheels here, then here. Yeah, we're just gonna have those two, four actually wheels, right? So we have that. What we can do is we can move them on the x-axis. Let's actually select all of them. Okay. Yeah, that seems whatever, it's fine. Um, okay. The question is, will I be also designing the interior? Because the chances are that that would take way too long, right? It would take way too long to design the interior of the bus. Even though it would be a lot of copy and pasting, um, I don't know. This is gonna be a two-parter anyway, so I'm gonna see how I feel between the videos. Maybe I'm up for it, maybe I'm not up for it. Let's actually just quickly create wheels. So we're gonna start with a circle. We're gonna move it on the x-axis so I can see them. We're gonna rotate it 90 degrees. There we go. And let's just see where we stand. So we're gonna move them on Y, we're gonna move them on Z, and then we can scale them up just a little bit. There we go. And then we can move this bad boy in just like that. Okay, then we can go into edit mode and we can select everything, we can fill them. Nice. So we do that, we select, we extrude, right? We insert a face, we extrude, we insert the face again, we extrude, we scale down. I mean, this is good enough for a wheel, right? Like I don't have to do anything fancy here. Um, though I probably have to make them a bit bigger. Though these are bus wheels after all, so we do that. We also have to. Oops, that's not. We have to scale. Scale this down so that the tires are kind of sorry thicker. So then we can do is subdivision surface. This does not work at all. I thought it might work, but it really doesn't. What we can do is, well, we can make them bigger, but it still has this like weird effect that I don't know how to fix because I'm not good at this program. It happens because of the way you extrude a flat object. So maybe you start from like a cube to prevent this from happening, but it's fine. What we are going to do instead is we're just gonna add detail ourselves. So we're gonna scale this down a little bit. We're gonna scale this down a little bit. We are gonna scale this up a little. Oops. Scale. Select all of these, so scale them up. Yeah, this is good enough. Like honestly, I don't care. I don't care that much. What we have to do is we have to cut out. So what we're gonna do is we are going to duplicate this. So Shift D. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna go and no, actually, let's first set them up. So let's delete this. So let's move them. Yeah, like that. Okay, so this is gonna be where it's gonna be at. And then what we can do is we can Shift D, right? And at the same place, just scale it ever so slightly up. There we go. Then we go to, let's just name this to bus body. We're gonna do Boolean. We're gonna do difference. We're gonna pick an object. It's gonna be circle 101. There we go. So now if you do this and we do, go. So we pick an object and we are going to apply that. There we go. So now we do this. We delete faces. There we go. Then we enable this, and then we have this sort of a bit of room to work with. Like obviously, you need way more than this, and the wheel probably has to be bigger, and the end of the bus needs to be a bit longer. So what we're gonna do is we are going to select all of these. We're gonna let's also select this as well. We're gonna extrude that. There we go. We're gonna scale, move this back a little bit. There we go. We're gonna move this up just gently. We're gonna extrude this just a tiny bit. And then we are going to move this in. Okay, so now it kind of looks a little bit better, but not really. But it's fine. You know what? It's fine. Okay, it's completely fine. So let's go out. Let's take these two, Shift D, and then move them on Y axis. Okay. Let's move them back in just a smidgen. There we go. So this is gonna be rear right. Rear right. Rear right outline. I mean, I could probably delete this because it's entirely irrelevant. So this is gonna be front right? Which one is which? Which one is bigger? Okay, this one is bigger. Front, um, right, outline. Okay, there we go. So we are gonna do this. We're gonna go back to this. We're gonna add boolean. It's gonna be a difference with this object, and we're gonna apply it. We're gonna then do this. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna select faces, and we are going to delete them. And we have another wheel. So let's delete these because we don't need them anymore. Oops, what the hell did I do? Okay, unlink. Okay, that, oh my god. So let's do this. Let's shift D that, and then move it on x-axis. There we go. We do have to rotate them. There we go. So this is gonna be rear left and front left. There we go. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Okay. So let's do this. And let's select this. Let's extrude everything. There we go. So let's do that. There we go. What we have to do is we gotta phase this. Sorry. Let's merge by distance. Okay. And then we're gonna insert a face, but without a boundary. Okay, that did not work. Why did it not work? Never mind. So we're gonna do this. Then what we can do is take these faces and just delete them, and then delete this face as well. And then what we can do is just move this together. All right, it didn't enable clipping. So move this together. Move this together, and then move this together. There we go. That should have fixed it. This is going to be where they sort of read where you're going, right? So now we're going to add wipers, right? Does this resemble a bus at all? Like, honestly, I don't think. Like, wheels are way too small because I didn't really leave a lot of place for them. What if I just scale them up? Oops. What if I? No, I have to. I would have to do them individually. It doesn't work. You know what? For my first attempt, this isn't even that bad. So let's extrude this. There we go. This is going to be where the registration is. So what I'm going to do is move them in, just give them a little bit of a shape. There we go. Let's do that. It's good enough. Who cares? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of them, join them, insert, there we go, but extrude on X, no, extrude on Y, there we go. Okay, it's kind of a bus. Like now I need those goddamn reflectors. So let's see how we're gonna make them. So let's create a new collection. We're gonna call them general parts. Let's shove them all in here. Let's go back here, and then we're gonna add. Do I start with a circle or with a plane? Maybe with a, no, let's go with a circle. We can reduce the vertices to about 16. There we go. Let's go immediately into the edit mode. And let's just do this, right? And we can size that down. There we go. Fill it. So extrude, insert, oops, insert, but with the boundary and these two. Okay, then do that. There we go. Then we have to add the piping thing that comes and connects the bus to this. It's just like a very simple cube. So let's add a cube. Let's scale it down. Let's enlarge it on Y. Let's move it on X. Let's rotate it on Z. There we go. Let's scale it down. Scale it on Z. Let's thin it out. Okay, there we go. Let's move it in like that. And then what we can do is do that, and then we just extrude that bad boy. This is good enough, honestly. Like I'm not gonna even bother doing anything else. This is more than good enough. So let's bring it up. Let's do that. I made a mistake. This needs to be on the other side. But I'm gonna fix that. There we go. So let's go into edit mode. Let's just okay. So rotate 180 and then move it over here, and yeah, that's good enough. So scale it down, move it in, scale it down. There we go. Then we can scale it just a little bit and do that. Yeah, you know what? It looks stupid as hell, and I'm pretty sure it's not even correct, but you know, it's good enough. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna move it over here, and then we gotta go into edit mode and do the same thing we did before. Um, select it. There we go. So rotate Z 180, move it on X, and yeah, you know what? This is good enough. Maybe a bit more out. Okay, there we go. Um, it's it's sort of a bus, kind of, if you like really uh like I can't even make doors here. I can only make doors here because of the because I forgot how buses look like. So um it's kind of a bus though, right? So let's go here and let's apply the mirror modifier. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be doing anything else. Um, and now let's go and make those doors. So do that, and let's also do this. There we go. Um, let's just do this and let's insert it. There we go. And do that. Let's insert it. Oops. Let's do this. That's a lot of vertices. Let's insert it. There we go. We can also do that. There we go. What we can do is do this and then move this up and then move these down. Give that like medieval look to a bus. Why the hell not? What we can also do is take these and extrude them out, right? Move them in. There we go. They kind of look, I mean, they really don't look like doors of a bus, but okay, you know what? For going in absolutely blind with like no references and no idea on what to actually do, like this isn't the worst thing in the world. Like with a bit of texture, it could be a functional thing in like a top-down game where it's just like part of the something like City Skylines, right? Where it's just part of the entire enclosure of a city, where it's just part of the ecosystem, where you don't really focus on it individually. Like in that scenario, it could kind of sort of work if textured properly, right? If you add some like mirror shaders here. Obviously, you would have to redo topology, like you would have to make this into one, then uh, for unwrapping purposes, right? You would have to like really uh, do a good job of retopology. But because I'm not going to do that, because it's not this is not going to be used in any game, I'm going to leave it alone because retopology is so annoying and it takes forever, even on something like this. Um, but yeah, honestly, like it's not the worst thing in the world. Like considering the level of effort I put into this, like I'm sure I could do something. Like create better looking windows with like better enclosures and such, because these are just like really simple extrusions, right? They don't really have much going for them. Um, but all things considered, like, you know, not the worst thing in the world. That's my conclusion. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be much worse. It could be diabolically much worse. But the level of effort that I put into this is absolutely astonishingly amazing. What does it look like if I turn the cavity off? I mean, you know, it looks like a bus, right? It looks kind of like a bus. There we go. It looks like a bus. Anyway, thank you. everyone for joining me once again on my journey of learning how to use Blender through just blindly going in and making stuff up as I go along. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from my absolutely horrid mistakes. Hopefully by next video I'm gonna figure out how to get screen caps going. If not, well, you know, what are we gonna do? So again, thank you, and I'm gonna see you the next time.